from JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, March the 17th, 2017. U.S. Special Envoy for International Negotiations Jason Greenblatt has concluded his visit to Israel, heading back last night to the United States. Greenblatt's visit included talks with Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas in Ramallah, with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem twice, also with Jordan's King Abdallah in Amman. And yesterday, Greenblatt met with senior Jewish, Christian, and Muslim religious leaders in Jerusalem, members of the Council of Religious Institutions of the Holy Land. The U.S. Embassy in Tel Aviv released a statement about that meeting, saying the leaders agreed that the search for peace must be governed by respect for life and human dignity for all people, to work together for peace, reconciliation, and a just solution, and to reject all incitement to violence. Greenblatt took to social media to thank those he met with during the visit this week, calling those sit-downs extremely positive. He thanked Prime Minister Netanyahu and President Abbas for their time in discussing the commitment to a lasting peace. Greenblatt also tweeted that he was extremely fortunate to meet some incredible Israelis and Palestinians on his trip. He said, "Thank you all for your perspectives." The embassy also released a statement about Netanyahu's second meeting with Greenblatt in Jerusalem yesterday, saying that the two had another positive discussion regarding the shared interest of the United States and Israel in advancing a genuine and lasting peace between Israel and the Palestinians that strengthens the security of Israel, including steps to advance Palestinian economic development. Also stating that the two leaders made progress on the issue of Israeli settlement construction and that those discussions would be continuing. Jewish community centers were once again targeted this week with bomb threats. JCCs in St. Louis, Atlanta, and Boulder received the threats, at least two of which came via emails between Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. All were deemed false. Knesset Member Basil Gattas, who was accused last year of smuggling cell phones to Palestinian security prisoners, will serve 2 years in prison in Israel. Gattas is an Arab Israeli and a member of the Joint List in the Knesset. He signed a plea bargain with the prosecution that also includes his resigning from his Knesset post. Reuters reports that United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres requested that a report accusing Israel of apartheid be removed from the website of the UN Commission that released the report. Reuters cites an unnamed official at the UN who claims that Guterres asked the UN Economic and Social Commission for Western Asia, which is comprised of 18 Arab countries, to take the link to the report down. Guterres' spokesman did say yesterday that the UN chief was not consulted prior to the report's publication and that it does not reflect his views. As we reported to you, the report was harshly condemned by Israel and by the United States, whose UN ambassador Nikki Haley said the United Nations Secretariat was right to distance himself from the report, but it must go further and withdraw the report altogether. And as we reported to you, Jewish organizations were outraged by the report and also urged an official rejection by Guterres. Most recently, CEO of the Anti-Defamation League, Jonathan Greenblatt, said yesterday that rather than provide constructive analysis about Israeli policy in the West Bank, this report is rife with outrageous accusations of criminality and apartheid practices and reflects the biased agenda of the authors. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will depart for China tomorrow night. Netanyahu will lead a large business delegation on a 3-day visit, marking 25 years since Israel and China established diplomatic relations. Netanyahu will meet with the president of China and with its prime minister on a trip whose focus is said to be to promote bilateral trade. And taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Friday, March the 17th. Live Shabbat services are coming up at 6 o'clock from New York City's Central Synagogue, followed by a concert of Israeli musicians at 7:30. At 8, a look at the films of Mel Brooks from the 92nd Street Y. At 9, it's the film Checking Out with Peter Falk. And at 10:30, it's Muzika with Israeli singer Izhar Ashdod. And coming up right after this newscast tonight at 5:30, it's a look at this week's Torah portion with Rabbi Shlomo Riskin. And that's the JBS News Update for Friday, March the 17th, 2017. I'm Teisha Bader. Shabbat Shalom.